Okay guys, so on an exam paper, you will get a question. Either these sort of questions can come up on the non-calculator or calculator paper on arranging fractions, decimals, and percentages from the smallest to largest. It's usually they usually ask for the smallest first. But what I'll do is I'll show you a way to do it without a calculator, then I'll show you a way to do it with a calculator. So usually the hardest part is converting fractions into decimals, percentages. When they're in decimal or percentage form, it's much easier to read. So let's say we're going to convert all of these into a decimal. So we've got 0.3, which is already a decimal. We can also convert these to percentages too. So I'm going to rewrite it as 0.30 because we've also got 45% as a decimal too, which is 0.45. But 0.3 or 0.30 is also 30%, so we've got them as a percentage as well. Okay, so now we're just left with three fractions here. So first we've got 3/8. Now to change a fraction into a decimal, one way you can do it is by using a bus stop method. So 3/8 we can write as 3 divided by 8. And if you put that into a bus stop method, put your denominator on the outside, your numerator on the inside, a decimal point, and write a few zeros there, okay, in case it's a non-terminating decimal or a recurring decimal. But anyway, yeah, put your bottom number on the outside, your top number on the inside, okay. So 8 into 3 doesn't go, so it's 0, remainder 3, decimal point there. 8 into 30. Okay, so if I've forgotten the 80 times tables, it might help if I write them out. Here on the side, I'll write out up to 48. So 8 into 30 goes 1, 2, 3 times, remainder 6. 8 into 60 goes, we'll need a couple more numbers down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, remainder 4. And 8 goes into 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times exactly. So that's 3/8 is 0.375 as a decimal. And as a percentage, you times that by 100, which will get you 37.5%. Okay, so next we've got a quarter, 1/4. Now, if in an example you forget a quarter is 25% or 0.25, okay, if you forget those sort of facts, your mind goes blank. Do the same again. 4 into 1 is 0. Remainder 1. 4 into 10 goes twice, remainder 2. 4 into 20 goes 5 times. So a quarter is 0.25, and that is 25%. And finally we have 7/9 over here. So set up 9 on the outside. 3 zeros. 0 into 7 goes 0 times. Remainder 7. Right, write the 9 times table out. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. Notice how the digits in the 9 times tables, they all add up to 9. 1 and 8 is 9, 2 and 7 is 9, 3 and 6 is 9. It's a good way of checking that you've got your 9 times table sorted there. So 9 to 70 goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, remainder 7. 9 to 70 again, we've just done that, so it's 7, remainder 7, and 7, remainder 7, and so on. So this is what's called a recurring decimal, so it'll carry on forever and ever. So I can put a dot on there. If we round that up as a percentage that to one decimal place, that would be 77.7%. But it's clearly, on this one, the biggest one there. So that's going to come last. So now we've got all 5 of these numbers that we started off with as a percentage and a decimal. So I can start writing them down as in order. So the smallest one, 25%, that's a quarter. Cross that one off. My next smallest one will be 0.3. Cross that off. My next smallest one is 3/8. Cross that off. And my next smallest one is 45%, leaving 7/9 there. Now, if you were to do this with a calculator, you can just type, you've got a fraction button here, type in your fraction, so 3/8 equals, then press SD, comes up as a decimal. If you want to change the decimal to percentage, so you just times it by 100, press SD again, 37.5%, there you go. Alright, I hope that's clear.